And last time we have started with the properties of air. Air does not have any shape. We can feel it, but we can't. What we can't do it? See it. Very good, Rishit. We can't see it. So then we also discussed about the altitude of the air. Then when we go higher and higher, what happens? It becomes thinner. So these are the few things we have discussed, and we have also discussed that air has mass. It also exerts pressure. Now today, in the today's class, we'll be discussing about the atmosphere. So Adrit, could you tell me anything about the atmosphere, whatever you are aware of?
Ma'am, like where the air is around ma'am, it has air in it.
Atmosphere has air in it. Where you can feel the atmosphere, or you can touch the atmosphere. Can you do that?
No, ma'am.
No, we cannot. Okay, we cannot touch and we cannot feel it. Can we feel it?
Ma'am, if I guess yes.
Atmosphere, basically, we can't. We can? Rishit, we can or we cannot? We cannot. So because the air which is present above, where it is present in a level called as the atmosphere. So our earth, the whole earth is surrounded by a layer of air, and that is like up to many kilometers. And the area where that is present is called as the atmosphere. Fine. So what we are feeling is the air. Fine. Around us is what? The air. But when we go upper and upper, that is like the atmosphere, that surrounding part is called as the atmosphere. Shritesh, how are you? Shritesh, how are you?
Fine, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. How are you?
Good evening, Shritesh. I am good. I am good. What about you?
Ma'am, I'm fine.
Okay. Have you registered for the science fest?
Oh, ma'am, what do you mean?
Science fest?
Ma'am, fest?
Yeah.
Oh, ma'am, I'm asking my parents to register.
So what experiment you would like to do?
Ma'am, I still didn't decide yet.
Okay. Register and then decide the experiment as well.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So we'll be starting with the topic atmosphere. I'll share my screen. So in the previous class, we have discussed that moving air is called as wind. Wind is what? The any moving air. So flying kite, rotating a pinwheel, everything require the air. Properties of air, we have discussed that air is a matter and it can shows the property of matter. It has also occupies space. It has mass with it. It is transparent and we can see through it. Air exerts pressure, and then air is affected by the temperature as well. And when we go higher and higher to the altitude, what happens? It becomes thinner, and because of which the deficiency of oxygen will be there and we find difficult to breathe. Then the atmosphere we have started, our earth is surrounded by a layer of air which extends up to many kilometers above the surface of earth. So it is a type of a layer, it's a kind of a layer where what happened? The air will be present and the earth will be surrounded by that layer of the air. Now, Shritesh, I was asking them a question. I have asked Adrit, I have asked Rishit. Now I would like to ask you, can we feel the atmosphere?
No, ma'am.
Can we touch it?
I don't know, cause like we might feel it, but we can't touch.
Yes. So Adrit and Rishit, both of you, when we talk about the atmosphere, our like the head of our body also has it's present where in the air only, right? Everywhere we have the air, and air is what basically an atmosphere. So layer around us is what? The layer of air around us is what? The atmosphere. So we can feel it. So we can feel that layer of air around us. All right. So Adrit and Rishit, layer of air around us is called as the atmosphere. So as we said in the previous class that we can feel the air. So same way we can feel the atmosphere also because of the presence of air. Clear? So we'll start.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Tell me. Yes, tell me.
Ma'am,
Yes.
am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, you are audible, Rishit.
Yes, ma'am. And my mic is working now.
Oh, great, great, great. So have you got it repaired?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you got it repaired?
Ma'am, I cannot hear you.
Have you got it repaired?
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. I just removed my headphones so that I'm able to speak.
Okay, great, great, Rishit. Fine. So we'll be starting our topic, which is the atmosphere. So the first point of the atmosphere is our Earth is surrounded by a layer of air called as atmosphere. So that is why what happens? We can feel it. We cannot touch it, but yes, we can feel it. We cannot see also, but we can feel it. Now, this atmosphere has four different layers. So, do you know what are the four different layers of the atmosphere? Adrit, Tej,
I only
Ash,
know two layers, troposphere and exosphere. I don't remember the other.
troposphere and
Exosphere. Exosphere.
exospheres. Okay, any other suggestions? Any Adrit, Rishit has answered. Divyesh, and I want everybody to turn on the video. Video should not get off.
Ma'am, biosphere.
Biosphere, okay. Then any other answer you would like to add on? Ashwant, Adrit. Okay, no issues. I'll tell you. So four different layers are there for the atmosphere. We'll start with the first one. The first layer of the atmosphere is called as troposphere. It is called as troposphere. The second layer is called as stratosphere. It is called as stratosphere. Third layer is called as
Mesosphere.
mesosphere. So troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, and the last one is called as thermosphere.
Ma'am,
So
can we
these,
call it as ionosphere also?
yes, you can. Thermo is basically regarding the temperature. So these are the four different layers which are
Ma'am,
present in the atmosphere. Yeah.
ma'am, what about the exosphere?
Exosphere does not come under these category. The main category does not come. So it has the sub different categories. Like when I talk about thermosphere, it also have subdivision. Mesosphere also have subdivision. Stratosphere also have subdivision of the layer. Same way troposphere has a subdivision. So the biosphere or the exosphere, all those have the different kind of the division. But here we are talking only the main four layers. Right?
Okay, ma'am.
So I'll show a video where you can find you can see the all four layers. It is audible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
Calling Earth. Calling Earth.
Hey everyone, guess where I am? Well, don't think so hard. I am in space. Do you see that blue ball? Well, that's where you are. That's the Earth. But hey, what are these? They are the layers of atmosphere. So, let's learn about the layers of atmosphere today. Zoom in. This is the troposphere. This layer is where the weather occurs. This is the lowest atmospheric layer and begins at the surface of the Earth and extends out to about 4 to 10 miles. The temperature of the troposphere decreases with increase in altitude. Just so that you know, altitude is the height of an object or point in relation to the ground level. Now, we are in the stratosphere, second lowest layer of Earth's atmosphere. Here, the temperature rises with the rise in altitude. You will also find the ozone layer here, which helps absorb harmful UV rays from the sun. This is the layer where you will find aeroplanes flying around, as the stratosphere is free of all weather disturbances. The stratosphere extends to about 30 to 35 miles above the Earth's surface. This is the mesosphere, where most meteors...
So troposphere, it is like 4 to 10 miles. Then in the layer of the troposphere, what happens? As we increase the altitude, the temperature will start decreasing. Altitude basically maybe from the ground till any height, whatever height you want to define. So there what happens? They will be
Ma'am, aeroplanes on the stratosphere or outside it?
stratosphere because there is no weather. You cannot
Okay.
have the weather conditions there. It will be like calm and quiet. So that is the reason that it is found in the stratosphere. So aeroplane will be flying in the stratosphere because it is free of weather. So no rain will be there, no kind of. But yeah, sometimes what happen, you might have felt like sometimes the aeroplanes, they start moving into the clouds or moving inside the clouds. So during that time, you might have felt the turbulence. Just give me a minute.
Can I off my camera for a minute?
burn upon entry. The mesosphere stretches up till 50 miles from the Earth's surface. The thermosphere is next, and the air is very thin here. Temperatures get extremely hot in the thermosphere. It extends up to 400 miles from the Earth's surface. The lower part of this layer contains the ionosphere. Many atoms are ionized in this layer, and you will also find electrical charge here. This is the last layer, and the air is quite thin here. Yes, it is the exosphere. It goes all the way up to 6,200 miles from the Earth's surface. Trivia time!
So that is how we find the main layers of the atmosphere. We'll start one by one all these 4 layers. When we talk about the troposphere, it is 4 to 10 miles from the Earth, Earth's surface. So it is basically closest to us. Then as we go up, then what happens?
Yeah, ma'am, actually some technical issues were there.
Okay, no problem, Videsh. So decrease in temperature with the increase of altitude. So as we increase the distance, then what happened? The temperature will decrease in the troposphere. Then the next layer is the stratosphere. Stratosphere is basically the main layer for us because here in this layer, what do we find? We find aeroplane flying around. So aeroplane flying around this
What
layer.
happens if an aeroplane travels in mesosphere?
It cannot travel actually. If it travels in, because it needs a kind of surface where it has free area. So mesosphere have the other certain things also. A lot of gases are present there. So because of which it cannot travel.
Yes.
So aeroplane flying around there. Then here also what happened? The temperature here increases. In the troposphere, the temperature was decreasing with the increase of the altitude. But in the stratosphere, the temperature rise with the rise in altitude. So as we increase the altitude, the temperature also increases in the stratosphere. And in this layer, a most important layer is present, which is called as ozone layer. Do you have any idea what is ozone layer?
Ma'am,
Any one of you?
ozone layer is a layer which protects us from ultraviolet rays of sun.
Ultraviolet rays of the sun.
Great, everybody answers together. Okay, so which is correct. So it is a layer which protects us from the UV rays, or we say it as the ultraviolet rays. Okay, now for example, okay, we'll have a small just discussion on this. Now, for example, if this ultraviolet radiations reaches to us, in that case, what happens?
Ma'am will like burn, ma'am. The weather will be extremely hot.
Okay, any other thing? Climate will be extremely hot or the weather will be extremely hot. Apart from that, anything else?
Glaciers will be melted.
Very good. Okay, Ashwan, glacier will start melting. Apart from this, then
Ma'am, it will be very hard for birds to fly in the air because it's really hot.
okay, it will be very hard for the birds to fly.
Ma'am, and the plants won't grow mostly.
Very good. The plants will not be able to grow. Fine.
And they
It
won't
is
give
why.
us oxygen.
Yes, very good. So what happened as you know the ozone layer is not present around us, and what happened in that case? The plants will not be able to grow. They will not be getting the proper amount of the nutrients or sufficient things and all for their growth. Then one major thing is missing from everybody. You think what else can happen?
Ma'am, the water will evaporate.
Water will evaporate. Okay, which is like okay, fine. Then one major thing is missing. It should be the first point actually.
Ma'am, animals cannot live.
Animals, okay, if the plants are not there, animals will not be there. Okay, then any other, like one major point. Okay, I'll tell you, I'll give you one hint. The letter starts with the D, and it
Drought.
occurs in
Drought.
no, it starts with the D and it ends either with the E or with the S.
Deforestation.
No, deforestation, that is a part of global warming only. Okay, it starts, okay, I'll tell you the second letter also. It is I, D-I, and the last is E-S. Now, in between, you have 4 letters to fill. That's it. 4 letters you have to fill in between. D-I dash 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 E-S.
Dusty.
it is related to us. Sometimes we are not well. Then during that time, what happens?
Disease, 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 disease,
Disease.
disease,
Okay.
disease.
So a disease. Ridesh, turn on your video also. So what happened? We will be facing lot of problem related to our skin. The skin disease will be getting, skin problem, skin cancer will be getting most important. So eye problem will be getting. So skin cancer, the problem of the eye, or we what we say is a cataract problem, we all will be getting if the ozone layer is not surrounded us. So that is the first thing the ozone layer absence will be doing. The second thing is immune system, which we say about the diseases. So, okay, tell me one thing. If our immune system is not good, we will be able to fight against the disease or not?
No,
No.
we won't. Teacher,
No.
because in immune system, in appendix, good bacteria will present.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
So for that we need immune system proper, everything, and that when we get small cut, that bad bacteria comes, attach the skin, go inside, good bacteria punches them, boxes them, and they run out.
Ridesh, instead of bacteria, we should say antibodies. All right. So what do we have in our body?
In our school, teacher doesn't explain. Children explain. They fight, they box, they kick.
No. That is actually not the bacteria. They are called as the antibodies. Fine. You might be knowing a little about the antibodies, but you might have not learned this word or listened this word. Antibodies are basically kind of proteins which are present in our body. Like I have, you have, Adrit has, Devesh have, everybody has in our body.
Soul.
But what happens?
SOUL.
Soul.
Is it soul?
No. Antibodies are the
Then
protein molecules of protein. Now, what happens? I'll tell you to explain this. Now, as soon as in our surrounding, we have so many germs are there. As soon as those germs enter in my body, then what happened? My body has to fight against it. But how do they fight? They will be fighting with the help of these molecules, these proteins, which are called as the antibodies. Now, in my body, antibodies are not formed, or they are formed in less numbers. So during that case, what happened? Will my body will be able to fight against the germs or not? No. No, that is the reason that we all should have a good immune system. If I say we should have a good immune system, it means we should have the good amount of antibodies in our body. If we have good amount of antibodies, and automatically our body can fight against the diseases. So in the absence of the ozone layer, what happened? The immune system get damaged, and because of which we will not be able to, our body will not be able to fight against the diseases. Clear,
yes,
children?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Then a third thing, what happened? You might have seen like women's getting pregnant. So if this ozone layer is not there, then if any woman is pregnant, then during that case, what happened? The child which is present in the mother's body might die.
Will die.
Yes.
Compulsory it will die.
Yes, because the radiations will come directly to her body and it can affect the child growth. So that is why this layer of UV should not come to us. Fine. As a fourth point, I think it was said by Rishit that plants will not be able to grow. That is correct. Because the amount of CO2 will increase a lot and the plants will not be able to consume it completely. Then some kind of mutation will be there in the body. Mutation means change in the form of genes. Like in our body, we have genes. Do you know, have you ever heard the word gene?
Yes, ma'am. In my school, I have heard.
Okay. So those genes, what do? They will be helping our body to create some of the antibodies. Fine. And because of those genes only, we are like our father or mother. You look similar to your father, you look similar to your mother because of the presence of this.
It is basically known as, in simple words, we can call it as traits.
Traits. Okay. Traits are basically the character. Okay. The characters what we are getting from the mother or the father.
And that means the same like DNA.
Yeah, it is like more of the DNA only.
Teacher,
So-
DNA. What's the meaning of DNA, teacher?
Nidesh, first of all, put your legs down.
I'm sitting
Good.
in.
So
And
DNA
second,
is basically genetic material with the help of which what happened, uh, the characters of mine will be passing to my children. Like you might have heard in the movies also you might have seen.
teacher, it's like in I saw in Jurassic World kind of who made the Jurassic World. He first discovered dinosaur and took the DNA sample, whatever they did, and made another. So in same way, even human, like something happened and took again and again, he has generated one more human body. That's how true, false, I don't.
Yes, actually, basically this happens, but not successfully. A lot of scientists or the researchers they have tried doing the experiment and taking out the DNA.
Actually, they even tried this with some underworld. They tried in America or somewhere.
Okay, okay. But basically,
Epstein.
I'm not going to that level. I'm just talking about the normal DNA. You might have seen in the movies also, like sometimes what happened, a child not is not able to find out whether he or she who is the mother, who is the father. Same way, the mother and father does not know who is their child. So what do? They have the DNA test. So in the DNA test, they will be taking either the blood of that person or the child, or they will be taking the hair, or they will be taking any other structure from the body of that person. So why do they take any part of it? Why? It is because of the DNA. In the DNA, they will have a proper sequence. Proper genes are there arranged. So whatever genes I have, for example, I have the gene 1, 2, 3, 4. The same numbering of genes my children will have 1, 2, 3, 4. Fine. Now, if Adrit has 5, 6, 7, it is because of his mother or father, they also have 5, 6, 7. Clear? So, whatever the gene sequence the mother or the father they have, you all will have the same sequence in your body, and same way from your body it will go to the.
I think so. This is passed on continuously. Like,
Yes.
but really, my hair, my mother called it is like your father's father, father, father.
Yes, it keeps on passing. Every
Actually,
time keeps on passing.
till now we have this photo. It's like my father is there presently. His father, again his father, his father.
Oh, so many generations are there together. But what happens is that is fine. We are on the earth. That is why we are able to see all these things. Now imagine from which animal you have come up. So you
Gorilla,
have
monkey.
chimpanzee, the monkeys, the gorillas, right? Now you might have seen that picture also. Like from gradually, the development was there. It is not like in a month you have
Teacher,
become the humans.
they be like this. First, the mammals were this much.
Ma'am, I learned the humans came from gorillas by my friends only, ma'am. Ma'am, whenever like we do jokes, ma'am, they say that you're a gorilla. Then I used to say them, why are you saying means he'll say human started from a gorilla.
Right, that is correct. We have evolved from the gorilla. Now, after so many years, after 100 years or 1,000 years, we will not
Even
be there on the
Ma'am,
earth.
teacher,
We will
we
be
actually we
converted
don't.
into some other
ma'am, they
animal.
dear
Ma'am,
and what did you say?
Yes,
teacher,
yes,
we don't
Divesh.
share jokes. Like while telling to friends, what something they call a teacher, like monkey, chimpanzee. Many words are there for them.
No, we
Even
don't
bad words,
discuss.
bad.
No, no, no. So we
And
don't want all those words.
but we what I and others tell that we are involved from gorilla, no, from
Not
mammal,
involve, evolve. Not involved,
from
evolved.
from this much creature we have evolved
Hmm.
to a person, and we have passed monkey stage, chimpanzee, apes, gorillas, King Kong, and after that we came King Kong. From where they add, I also don't know.
That is true. That is true. Actually, all these stages we have passed, and finally we are on the earth. But after so many years now, again, some other animals will be there on the earth, and they will be there only for a
Teacher,
long time, like us.
daily in world 99 new trees and around 100 new animals are discovered.
That's correct. That is the reason, like the popular population of The world is increasing, the universe is increasing. So somewhere it is like positive, somewhere it is negative also. Okay, so we were on this topic. So ozone layer now, because of this, the immunity will decrease. Because of this, we will be getting the skin diseases, or the cataract eye problem will be there. So here in the stratosphere, the flying airplanes will be flying. Temperature will increase with the increase of the altitude. Ozone layer will be there. This is the layer which is free of weather. We can't feel the weather there, and it is 30 to 35 miles from the Earth's surface. Now going to the next layer is the mesosphere. Mesosphere is almost like 50 miles from Earth. It is 50 miles from Earth. Then the last layer we have is the thermosphere, and it is like very, very hot layer of the atmosphere. And here the air becomes thin, and temperature is like very hot temperature, and this layer is almost 400 miles from the Earth surface.
Told that when we go far from the earth, the weather be so cool. But then why troposphere is so hot? This
See, there is a limit. There is a limit. Like now, I said when we go upper and upper, it becomes thinner, right? And it becomes cooler. Like when we talk about the mountain. But beyond a particular point, if we cross that point, then again the weather started becoming hot. Why it started becoming hot? Because we are touching the sun, right? We are going closer to the sun. That is the reason that it starts becoming hot. Fine. First, it starts becoming cold, and then when we cross that layer, since we are going to like come closer to the sun, it becomes hotter and hotter, and that is the reason that thermosphere is very hot.
ma'am, that means like if we go more far from earth, it's hot, and if we go more under the earth, it's hot.
Yes. All right. Okay. Now, so these were the 4 layers of Earth. So this atmosphere, what they do, they will be helping us, protecting from the what radiations?
UV.
Very good, Ashwan. So they help us first of all in the sustenance of life. We can survive on the earth because of the atmosphere only. If we do not have the atmosphere, we will not be able to survive. Then atmosphere protects us from harmful radiations. Harmful, I can say UV radiations. So which are basically important for us. Then the atmosphere also plays a very important role in the cloud formation. So if the atmosphere is there, then only the clouds will be formed. Then they are also important for the occurrence of the rain. So rain happens because of the atmosphere, because of the air. Then they also help in the formation of snow. So these are the few points related to the atmosphere. Then they are also responsible for the change in weather. So if the air is it's cold, then weather also become cold. If the air is hot, the weather is also hot. So these are the certain things related to the atmosphere. They also helps to maintain right temperature of the earth. So helps to maintain right temperature of the earth. So these are the points related to the atmosphere. So atmosphere is a layer around the earth. It has the 4 different layers: troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, and thermosphere. Troposphere, it is 4 to 10 miles from the earth's surface. And when the altitude increases, the temperature decreases. Stratosphere is a layer where the aeroplane flies, and when the temperature increases, the altitude also increases. Then ozone layer is present in the stratosphere. This layer is free of weather and it is 30 to 35 miles from the surface of Earth. Then mesosphere, it is 50 miles from the Earth. And the last one, thermosphere, here the air gets thinner and the temperature becomes hot. And it is 400 miles from the Earth's surface. Atmosphere also helps in the sustenance of the life on Earth. It also protects us from the UV radiations. It helps in the cloud formation and it also helps in the formation of snow. Then change in the weather is also responsible because of this atmosphere, and the right temperature will be maintained on the Earth because of this atmosphere. So that is about the atmosphere. Now coming to the next topic is the component or composition of air. Composition of air. So our air is made up of certain kind of gases, or it contains certain gases into it. So that is why we say air is a
Is a mixture
mixture. Yeah,
of
very
many
good,
gases.
Ishit. Yeah. So air is a mixture of gases. And which gas is the highest present in the air?
Nitrogen.
Nitrogen.
Very good. So nitrogen is present in the highest percentage with the percentage of 78. Then
Ma'am,
comes
what about oxygen?
Oxygen.
then oxygen is Ashwan second. It
Yeah.
has 21 percentage.
And
Then
carbon
the
dioxide.
yeah, carbon dioxide also, or we say it as generally other gases. So other gases including the carbon dioxide, it is just 1%. So in this 1%, it is like in this other gases, we can add the argon. Argon is also kind of gases,
Yes.
which is 0.9 percentage. Then we can add the carbon dioxide, which is 0.03 percentage. So like this, we get 1% of other gases. So air is a mixture of gases. It has different gases. The nitrogen 78 percentage, oxygen is 21 percentage. So this together gives us the 99 percentage, and remaining 1 percentage are for the argon, which is 0.9 percentage, and then the carbon dioxide 0.03 percentage. Whereas few other gases are also present, like along with the argon. It can be the neon, it can be the helium, it can be the krypton, it can be the xenon. Along with this, water vapor is also present in the air.
Yes, ma'am.
And then the most important thing, the dust particles are also present in the air. Fine. And you know, the amount of this water vapor and the amount of this dust particles keeps on changing. It is not constant that they will have this percentage or this like one final amount they have. No, they do not have the final amount or the final of it. It keeps on changing according to the weather. If the weather is like humid, then water vapor will be more. If it is normal weather, then water vapor will be less. Same way, if it is a windy day, then the dust particles will increase more. And if it is a normal good day, then what happens? The dust particles won't be available. So like this, depending on the day or depending on the season, these are being divided. The amount of the water vapor and the amount of the dust particles will be decided accordingly. Fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ridesh, again your video got off.
Technical issues.
Oh, just turn on the video,
Internet.
Ridesh. Turn on the video, Ridesh.
Teacher, it will take 2 minutes.
No issues, you take 2 minutes, but turn on, okay? Okay. So just everybody open yesterday's test.
Ma'am, today's test will start in 4 minutes.
Yeah. But I want you to open first of all yesterday's test. Let us discuss that. And then we can go ahead with the today's test. Adrit opened? Have you opened it, Adrit? No. Why?
Ma'am, I have opened.
Okay, Rishit.
Ma'am, I'm opening.
Okay, open. Take 1 minute, open the yesterday's test.
Ma'am, I opened it.
Okay, great.
Ma'am, I have a doubt in the
Teacher,
first
I
question,
got
ma'am.
40 out of 40.
Yes, Rishit. Which question you have doubt?
First question. ma'am.
I even didn't join the class properly and got it.
Okay, fine.
Ma'am,
Let me first question, Rishit. I will
Yes,
explain
ma'am.
you. Okay. While deep under the sea, a deep sea diver cannot utilize the oxygen dissolved in sea water for breathing because he does not have
Gills, ma'am.
dash. Yes.
Ma'am, but ma'am, in the D option they gave B.
Actually, it is a typing mistake.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, because when I typed it, I don't know how come it was just B. So it is a typing mistake from my side. So I'm sorry for that. Okay. Now whosoever name I'm taking, that person is going to read the question and going to say the answer. So reading and answering both should be done by that person. Adrit, start with the question number 2.
Yes, ma'am. The layer of the layer of our ma'am, it's a
Ma'am,
Layer of
the
Air.
layer of
layer of
air
air.
around the earth is known as atmosphere.
Perfect. So it is known as the atmosphere. Okay, Divesh, third one.
Ma'am, air is colorless.
Okay, fine. Fourth one, Rishit.
Yes, ma'am. What is the shape of air? It acquires the shape of vessel.
Okay, so whatever containers we have, whatever the vessel we have, in that it goes. Okay, question number 5th, Shritesh.
Air does true or false? Air does not occupy any space. False.
False. It is false completely. We know that it does occupy space. Question number 6, Ridesh. Ridesh, you can dance later on. Read the question and say the answer.
Teacher, actually my Chrome has been little bit stuck, so it's open in 2 minutes. You can
Okay.
continue front.
Okay. Ashwant, you can go ahead with the question number 6.
Okay, ma'am. In a number of musical instruments, air plays an important role. Can you name such instrument? Flute.
Fine. The answer is the flute. Question number 7, Adrit.
Question number
7.
empty glass, in fact, is not empty. Explain. It is filled with water. Ma'am, it is filled with air.
Yes, it is filled with air. So generally it happens, when we keep empty glass, we will be filling the water in it, right? So generally in our mouth, what happens? It comes water only because we never thought of the air.
Yes,
That so many air, like a lot of air is present around us.
ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, when we went to a magician house, ma'am, the
Teacher,
option
I am
B is
ready.
the correct one, ma'am. It is filled with the water which
Teacher,
we
I am ready.
Correct, correct, Rishit. Okay, Aridesh, you go for question number 8. Very big question for you.
Air is present everywhere. That's true.
That's what I said. Very, very big question for you. Okay, question number 9. We'll go for Shritesh.
Teacher, even air is present, like even inside our body, air is present. Even where bitter, even where water cannot go, there air can go.
True.
Okay,
Okay,
even
question number
inside our
9.
nails, even inside our nails also is present.
Okay, Shritesh, go for question number 9.
Why does a spin Firki does not rotate in a closed area? Because of lack of air movement.
So, because of lack of air movement, it will not be rotating. Question number 10 will go for the Devesh.
Ma'am, mountaineers have oxygen cylinders.
Yes, so mountaineers, what do? They carry the oxygen cylinder because when they goes up and up, the air will not be available or the oxygen deficiency will be there. So that's the reason they have to carry the oxygen cylinder with them. Okay, now children, start doing today's test. I'll give you some 5 to 7 minutes and then we'll be discussing the answers.
Ma'am, in the 10th question, A option, beside composition of oxygen, there is that a hyphen or is that a sign for the digit?
Which question number, Rishitesh?
Now, question number 10.
Let me open. Select the mismatched pair. So
Ma'am,
you need to, yeah, tell me,
Ma'am,
tell me.
Ma'am, in the A option, beside composition of mistakenly my
oxygen.
paper got sent. Teacher?
So the percentage of oxygen is 21, which is like correct.
But like, ma'am, did they put a hyphen or did they put minus?
Hyphen.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Ridesh?
Mistakenly my paper got sent, all answer got automatically selected.
Very good.
Ma'am, I have submitted my test.
Yes, I can see Rishit,
Teacher,
Ashwan, Divyesh.
teacher, is it all right?
Only
Teacher,
15
is
you
my
have
question,
got. Ridesh, you
teacher,
have got
is my
15
all
out of
answer
40.
wrong?
Wait, I'll tell you. Let everybody complete
Yeah.
it. And then. Okay. So let
No,
Adrit also
teacher,
complete it.
mistakenly it got sent.
That's okay, Ridesh. That's okay.
I was doing every.
That's okay. We will discuss the answers. So you can just sit and listen for it. Okay. We'll start with just 1 minute. I'll open the test.
Ma'am, who sent the answers first?
Okay. We'll start from Adrit. Adrit, question number 1.
Yes, ma'am.
Read the question and say the answer, Adrit.
Ma'am, it cannot open the paper again.
You all cannot open the paper again?
Ma'am, after you complete the test, it's
Yes,
showing
ma'am.
that results will be shown after the paper and you cannot open the paper.
Open the paper, ma'am.
Oh. Okay. So I'll read the question for you. Which of the following is a property of air? Question number A. Options are A, occupies space. B,
Ma'am,
okay, let me share the screen.
Space.
I can share the screen, right? Why I need to read? We'll discuss the answers by sharing the screen in that case. Okay. I hope the answers are there on the screens, right?
Ma'am, the answers are there on the screen.
Yeah, right. So that's okay. Now let me discuss then in that case. Which of the following is a property of air? Occupies space, can
Ma'am,
be
air
compressed.
cannot be filled.
Correct. So air cannot be felt. Second one, percentage of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the air is respectively. So it is 21 and
0.3.
0.3.3. Air is a mixture of
Various gases,
Various gases, dust
and water
particles, and water vapor.
good. So various gases, dust particles, and water vapors. Question number 4. Fish derive
Air
oxygen from
dissolved in water.
Air dissolved in water.
air dissolved in water. Good. Select the incorrect statement out of the following.
An empty
D.
glass when
Empty
turned
glass.
upside down does not contain air in it.
So an empty glass when turned upside down does not contain air. That is wrong because air can enter through that also. Now question number 6. The layer of air that covers the earth's surface is known as
Atmosphere.
Atmosphere.
atmosphere. Question number 7. Which of the following activities does not require the presence of air? Swimming. Question number 8. Air is used to play many musical instruments such as
All of these.
all of these. Question number 9. Air dash with the
Teacher,
increase in oxygen.
jet stealer.
Then the last one. Select the mismatched pair out of the following.
Nitrogen required for burning.
So nitrogen required for burning is the first statement.
Ma'am, I
correct.
did the 8th question wrong, ma'am.
That's okay. That's okay. So, these tests are being kept so that you just get the practice. I can keep directly Sunday's test and I can leave you all. But no, I want you to practice some questions daily so that, you will be getting a better practice for scoring the better marks in the exams. And one more thing like to add on here now, I can say odd Sunday date. Odd Sunday date means like if it is 27, 29, or it is 3, 1, 5, 7. If on these odd dates the Sunday is coming, during that day you will have the subjective test. And if the Sunday is coming on the even days, then you are going to have the objective test. So 1 week you will have objective, 1 week you will have subjective test. So coming week you are going to have the subjective test, or no, coming week you are going to have the objective test because it is even Sunday. And the next Sunday will be the odd Sunday, so you are going to have the subjective test. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So objective, subjective, like this, we are going to have the Sunday's test hereafter. So you need to attend that, and it will have only just 6 questions will be there. 3 questions of 2 marks and 3 questions of 3 marks. Right? And you need to attend it, and you need to upload your answer sheet there on the app. So along with sending there, what you can do, you can send to me also personally by making the PDF. You all know how to make the PDF? Right? So
Yes,
if
ma'am,
you make
using
the
Cam Scanner.
Yeah, good. Rashid. Using Cam Scanner and all, you can make the PDF. What happens when you send me the PDF personally, I will properly check it. And when you send on the app, I might not check it like with the pen and something. So send me personally as well. Upload there and send me personally so that I can evaluate and I can send your answer sheet back to you.
Okay.
Fine, but make sure that you write your name on your answer sheet. It is compulsory and with the date.
Yeah, ma'am.
And everybody, you all should join for the science fest. You should do some experiment. And Ridesh, what happened to you? I want that you should register for it.
Mm.
Who?
What my parents do.
So discuss with them, and these are
Teacher,
the opportunity you all are getting, so that you can learn something, and you all will be getting the certificate
teacher, I
also for
have
that.
exams. I
What
have
exams you have?
exams.
When you have exam?
Teacher, PA3. This time, actually, they have made a rule. If out of 40 marks, if somebody scores below around 18 or something, below 18, that too, they will be removed from the school.
Oh, so you want to work hard so that you can score 18?
No,
Then
I want to score 40 out of 40, that they will not look at me like this.
that's the spirit. So you should say in this way, ma'am, I want to score 40 on 40. That is the reason I need to work hard for achieving it, right?
Ma'am,
Rather
my
than
exams also starting on November 14th.
No, teacher, actually,
November
it's
14th. November
true.
14th is like Monday, I guess. Monday or Tuesday.
Actually,
Tuesday.
it's true. And what actually they have made rule. Actually, in every class they were making 45 members sitting. Again, this year again it has become around something. Strength has increased. So 30. So after that, who gets 18 below 18 and fails in exam, they will not require listen to anyone. They will just remove. And that too not principal made this rule. Like what I will the president of our Vidyanjali High School.
That is good part from their side. So okay, I want you all to register for it.
Like even who literally fails, they also this year they are getting passed.
Okay, great.
They tried hard. At least like total 5 members were there in our class who were failing. Out of that, only one member has scored below means above 18.
Okay,
And
okay.
one more in 5th class he failed. But even teachers like our class teacher is also like what we say shocked how he came to 6th class. without knowing everything.
So it can
So his
happen, Ritesh,
parents
it
were
can
Sims
happen.
called to school and in written application they took it.
Okay, fine. But then also I want you all to register for it so that you can get, the experience of doing it and enjoying it. And that is your day, so you can
Teacher,
enjoy
actually,
it.
I saw my mother sent me sent you some messages
I don't know.
about Science Fest.
No, I did not receive any
One
message.
minute, let me check.
Okay, you check and
Okay,
call
I
me
will
back
check with her.
personally. Okay.
Ma'am, I never
And
been to a science fest before.
Yes, ma'am. Me too.
be there, be
Teacher,
there.
but
You are
I
going
went.
to,
Teacher, but I went.
Ashwant, register for it. Okay,
I
Shitesh,
invented a
Devesh,
solar
Sudesh.
cooker. I invented a out of salt and water generating electricity.
Okay, we'll see now what you're going to do during the science fest.
Ma'am,
So
I
we'll
have
meet
a
you
doubt,
all.
ma'am.
Yeah,
What if in the
Teacher, your
science
voice
fest
is not
two
clear.
people do the
Your
same
voice is breaking.
experiment?
that's okay. That's okay. See, it's all about the way you present. How you are presenting, how that child is presenting, that will be different. And we will have the, few points there to judge on. Like how you present, your few
Teacher,
marks
where
will
it
be
will
there.
happen? Teacher, we have to come physically or like.
Not
Online.
physically, online. Online, we will be sharing a link with you all. There you need to join. I'll call out your name and you will be, like for example, if I'm calling Hriday's name, then you will be turning on your video and you will be doing the experiment and others will be sitting and watching you. The next come Devesh will be doing it,
Okay, ma'am.
and then other
Ma'am,
person, like
actually, I
so
have
on.
to. Yeah. Ma'am, I'll discuss with my parents.
And then
I have
rest.
some homework to complete. Can I leave?
Okay, fine. Everybody will meet tomorrow. Okay?
Bye, ma'am. Thank you,
Okay,
ma'am.
bye-bye. Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you,
Bye.
ma'am.